welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition, a Bobcat Prototype rendition, if you will. Before we get into this, because we're going to deep dive it pretty quick, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. Now, that number's decreasing. Stats show that. However, anything above 0 is unacceptable. Vets, we love you. You have a place here. We're back to blue over here. We support Leo to the chagrin of many. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law, and if we do, which we have, we accept responsibility. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. So I want to jump in this one pretty quick. Now, guys, listen. If you want to hear some shout-outs, go to the last minute of this video. That's where the shout-outs are going to be, and I've got a special one I need you to check out. But before we get started, let's do a couple of specs on this particular blade, which, let me say, I love immensely. This is one right out of the chute and off the rip that I am a monster fan of, although this is the first time I'll be working with this particular style of knife and a blade. I love it. I'm just being honest with you. The designer is Bobby Shoe, and we'll talk about Bobby in a minute. The name of the knife is the Bobcat. Now, this particular model, Battle Horse Knives, built. It's 01 tool steel. It's 1/8 inch thick. The blade length's 4 3/8. The cutting edge is 4 inches. Very, very ample cutting edge as well. I love the big belly. I love that modified clip. I love all of that. Here's the thing I love the most. The handle is 5 1/4 inches of actual grip. 5 1/4 in its MICARTA. Super comfortable. Now here we're doing the Donnie B All-day drop test, the Donnie B All-day throw it at the stump test. We're sparking a fair rod, so yes, it's got a 90-degree spine, very sharp spine, and you can see the sparks it throws there. Now there, I threw it and it missed. That's more me than the knife. Why do we do this? We test the tip, we test the edge. It is a Scandi grind, which I love. Okay. We also check to see if the handles stay on or if they get loose. No loosing, no slipping, no rolling of the edge. Scandi edge, which I love again. I love that clip. The handle. At the end of this thing, I'm going to show y'all some different handle positions. The handle is what, for me, sets this knife apart. Now, let me just say this. I mentioned this. I have not used this style of blade before, so it took a little getting used to, but I love the knife. The handle, though, is insanely comfortable. You're going to hear me mention that a lot. We went over to my boy Kurt's today, worked on the outdoor studio. He held it. Very impressed with the handle. So it's not just me. It's 5 1/4 inches, but it has a great palm swell. Just very comfortable. Many different grips. Now, let me tell you about Bobby. Bobby messaged me not long ago. He said, "Hey brother, I got a prototype. Would you like to do a review on it? Work Tough Gear will be doing the production run of it." I said, "Yeah, one, because I know what the final production is going to be." But here's the deal, guys. Oftentimes I shout out a lot of people, and I love doing that. I love helping people. The one thing that I'm selective of, though, is what I show on the channel, okay? Here's the deal. Bobby reached out to me. Bobby's watched my videos. He knows what I'm about, so he knows what he's getting into. So, yeah. And I've got emails, guys, from people, "Oh, we've watched your videos." No, you haven't, because you wouldn't want to send me what you made. But I respect Bobby for reaching out. I said, "You damn right. Plus, Work Tough Gear is going to make it. You damn right. So you know it's going to be done right." As soon as I opened the box, and I'm being honest with y'all, I just fell in love with this design. Now, I did miss the shit out of that tire right there. And y'all know old Scabber will do that. We're doing the John Peter stab test right here. I believe we got up to 2 or 3. That's 1/4 inch sidewall of tires. So, getting back to Bobby. Bobby has been awesome through this process, and man, thank you for letting me review this. I'd like to do a long-term review of it, mainly because the more you use a knife, the more adept you get at the knife, and I guarantee in a week or so, if I come back to this knife after using it, it's going to look totally different. Now, how did it handle? I thought it handled exceptionally well. Battle Horse Knives, one, I love. They do a great job. Now, here's the deal. If you can't wait for the Work Tough Gear production run, I asked Bobby what you do. You can go to Ancora Knives, and they will pretty much make you one to order. I believe Battle Horse will as well, but Bobby recommended Ancora if you just want one now. or if you can wait, Work Tough Gear is going to put out a production run and you know that everything there is going to be spot on. I cannot wait for that one. Now right here, this is a test that I like to do. We're going to strip a little wire. And again, if you're new to the channel, guys, I try to cut every kind of medium I can. I try to cut out the bullshit where you just watch this knife work. Now, I've stripped wire a lot at work, and right there we're going to chop the wire. Again, testing the blade, no edge damage there. Well put together. This is that 2-inch ratchet strap or toe strap, whatever you want to call it. No matter what you call it, it is a tough medium to cut. And we don't just cut it one time, okay? We cut it several times. Throughout this video, we cut it here and then we pop the trunk. And I do this all the time. I don't know why I do it. I guess, well, I ain't even gonna say that. But one of the things I do is I'll cut something very short and then usually it'll come flying out of my hand because my little fat fingers can't hold it. But right there, went straight through. Right here, we're going to test the sharpness of the tip where we do puncture and pull. Great sharpness all the way through, quality from point all the way down to that choil. An awesome job right there. The thing's sharp all the way through. Now, quick chop. Yep, no problem. You'll see us do a lot of slashing. You'll see us do a lot of chopping. And right here, guys, when I say I'm a novice at best, these are the type of blades that I'm talking about. But I'm excited about this because in year 3, we wanted to do different stuff. We don't want to do the same old, same old. This test right here, this demonstration right here, cutting this high pressure air hose, for me, is one of the proving grounds of my testing, okay? One, just figuring out to get the correct angle on it, how to do it. I made a pretty good incision there, I should have showed it. But then we just do a quick puncture, and this knife just blows right through this. If anybody thinks this is easy, I'll gladly send you some of it, and you can get down with the get down, because it's not just the knife cutting this, okay? It's being comfortable enough with the knife to do the correct motion on it. I like to stick it in, pull down, and just watch the blade work, and right here it does that exceptionally well. And again, you see I've choked down on the handle, and then I went up. But having a 5 1/4 inch handle, guys, affords you so many different options, and sometimes a handle can be too long. This is not one of those occasions, all right? And the handle, to me, sets up the entire knife, all right? It sets up the whole thing. I'm going to do a quick push cut here. That's about 3/16, 1/4 inch thick, high pressure rubber hose right there. And you see that it goes through it pretty easily. Now right here, I always like doing a little bit of batoning. Are you going to baton in the field? Well, that's a personal choice. We're going to baton on this channel just to show the knife work. One, there's no hot spots in the handle, no reverb, no jarring, no nothing. You have an ample handle, so you don't have to worry about being choked up too far and hitting your finger, which I've done numerous times. The big belly on this blade is a hellacious slicer. I love everything about this knife. I love everything about this knife. The handle, one, just set it up for success. I'm just going to be honest with you. From that point on, everything else was gravy. The handle also feels like it's conducive for chopping. You say, Scab, this isn't a chopper. Well, it might not be, but we're going to do some with it because that's what we do. Now, we're popping the trunk right here. We're going to do the 2 different types of water hose, just a standard rubber water hose. And you see right there, and really, guys, that's more the way I'm holding it. Now, right here, when you do that, quick glide, no problem. Short water hose, little pull, but that's more the length of the hose. We're going to get a little more because y'all know I'm not going to cut something one time. I also like cutting the mediums that we cut, I like cutting them as many times as I can. This is a plastic water hose with a canvas cover. This thing has turned out to be one of the toughest mediums to get through, just being honest. The knife had very little problem with it. I don't think I've had a knife yet that just blows straight through it. For whatever reason, the types of materials here make it difficult, but it's a great medium. I love the testing. I love the usage of the knife on it. And again, what usually happens is it makes a great slash, and then we finish it up. Now right here, clearly I think I've turned it up a little bit. I don't know if I messed with the speed on this one. Son, old Scab's getting with it. I might have turned this one up a little bit, but this is just cutting up some denim. Megatron donated a bunch of her denim jeans, her old jeans, which to me, again, one, it's a good demonstration. Two, everybody's tried to cut denim in their life or cut jeans in their life, or at some point you've messed with it, okay? So for me, it's a perfect thing, and thank you, Megatron, for donating this to the cause. Now, again, I really do think I sped this up, either that or I drank a bunch of Red Bull. I don't know what the hell's going on there. But the knife did incredibly well. Here's a Florida vine. Quick little slash. Now right here, we got a deep, deep gash right there. Finish it up. I love doing those. They choke trees out, so we're helping the tree. Now right here, we're on Kurt's property. This is where our outdoor studio is going to be. So we're clearing some out. Right here, guys, that was kind of dumb to do that. But the knife got some really, really, really nice knife bites in it. It really did. Now, the tree's being held up by the canopy up top, so we're going to kick to another frame here. There we go. And you see all that stuff was at the top. Now, again, we're not going to take everything down in there, but the camphor trees that are in there are coming down, which is perfect for our knife testing. And you can see and I'll tell you the thing too that impressed me about this. All right, good for clearing stuff, just quick. Right here, 1, 2, let's see how many it takes. 3, maybe 1 or 2 more. The thing is this, it started to go right there. Not only does it get good bites, it hits very, very hard. We just processed this whole thing up. I'm going to use it for different stuff. Part of marking out the little boundary that we're going to make, and part for just showing the knife work. And you see again, guys, couple of cuts and it's in there. Now some nice slicing. It gets it done incredibly, incredibly well. Bobby, brother, to me, it's a home run. This is a knife that will simply get better as it goes. It comes with a leather sheath that's just absolutely out of this world. I love carrying it. It was kind of a dangler type, but it felt very comfortable in hand. Honestly, I put it on, got in the car, and never noticed it. So it was very comfortable and beautifully, beautifully done. It's got Bobby's logo on it. And just overall package and presentation, man, home damn run. Now, here's the deal. Real quick, let's do our shout outs. Of course, there's Donnie B All-day. He's going to 10,000. My brother Joe, with Steel Forged and Fire Sword and Knife, he's going to 2,000. Blade Talk with Scab and Joe, we're trying to get to 1,000. And I'm trying to get to 10,000. So if you like the content, thank you, number one, for being here. But please subscribe to those guys I mentioned. And we got a special shout out. Chuck and Steel. My guy Chuck and Steel is a slingshotting aficionado, a great dude. He is at 900 and almost 80 subs. Guys, y'all know when somebody gets to 1,000, we're going to shout them out. Let's get them there, man. Chuck and Steel. I'll put a link in the description. Guys, please, the guys in the description, give them a shout out. Now, y'all know how we do. We chop as much stuff as we can. We cut as much stuff as we can. We do everything we can, and then we come down into just this basic paper cut right here. We put a lot of wear and tear on that blade. It performed very, very well. Still has a damn sharp edge on it. I didn't strop it. I just walked in from outside. Overall thoughts on the Bobcat. I can't wait for the production run. I'm just going to be honest with you. Well-made knife. I love the handles. Look at that. Now I'm going to do a couple grips. Look, you can see the ample hand space there, man. Perfect reverse grip there. Feels comfortable in hand. Home run. I love it. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone, son.